everybody, and happy sunny video Monday. Teshia Maher here. For this week's video, I want to talk to you about sleep optimization. Sleep is so important. It's incredibly important for so many things. And the truth is that everybody has different sleep requirements. If you are super active, if you are recovering from an illness, whether it be a cold or cancer, if you work out a lot, if you do strenuous exercise every single day, you're going to need more rest, more recovery, more sleep. If you try to cut your sleep short to create more time, you're not going to be as efficient during those periods of time that you've created by hacking or cutting your sleep in half. So please, everybody, make sure you are getting enough sleep. Now, only you know what that amount is. Maybe it's 7 hours, maybe it's 8 hours, maybe it's 9 or 10. Guaranteed, though, everyone needs, at least 7 hours. So do not let yourself go below the 7-hour point, please. If you need more, make sure you get more. Sleep is so important for mood balance. You need to get enough rest and recovery and that REM sleep in order that your brain properly produce dopamine, serotonin, melatonin, all of the chemicals that are important for mood balance. You also need to make sure you prioritize sleep in order that you can keep your stress hormones under control. If you're not getting enough rest, cortisol rises. And as you've heard me discuss in other videos, cortisol is generally not your friend. You want to keep those levels in a nice range. Sleep is also really, really, really key to so many of the goals that you might have, whether they be diet related. For example, if you're not getting enough sleep, you are going to crave sugar. You are going to crave those pick-me-ups, which are going to stress your adrenals even more. So if you're constantly cutting sleep and then as a result craving caffeine and craving sugars, again, you're just shooting yourself in the foot here. So please make sure you get enough sleep. Now, how can you do that? First of all, you have to make that commitment. You have to set the intention and make it a priority. Beyond that, I have some great tips for you. I recommend everybody go screen-free by 9 p.m. every single day. That means phone, television, and computer. There are it's like blue light that is emitted from these devices, and it messes with your brain's ability again to make that critical melatonin. So avoid blue light no later than 9 p.m. If you can, even 8 p.m. is better, for at least 3 hours before bedtime. So for some of you, that might be even 7. Let's say you go to bed at 10, which I'll get to in a moment, is the best time to get in bed by. So 3 hours before bedtime, 2 to 3 hours, avoid all blue light. Television, computers, and phones. Turn them off. This will help a lot. Beyond that, I recommend that you start to dim the light. Same thing goes for those light bulbs. They can mess with us a little bit. So start to dim your lights, whether it be turning the faders down or whether it be switching to candles at least 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. Do an activity to unwind, whether it be what I choose to do, which is always some yin yoga on the floor, some nice, slow release, relaxing yoga postures, stretching, or whether it be a bath by candlelight or curling up on your couch with a tea and a book. Do something during those 2 hours before bed to unwind. Again, stay off of the email and all that. You have the daytime to do that. Be more efficient in the daytime and take the sleep, the rest at night, the rejuvenation, the recovery. You need to do this. You will be so much more efficient, I promise you. Okay, so we're going screen-free by 7, 8, 9 p.m., whatever you can do. Try to avoid eating heavy meal at least 2 hours before bedtime, because this can interfere with your sleep. So have dinner if possible, 6, 7 p.m., and then, the next 2 hours try to just, stop eating. If you are one of those people that has a hard time getting through the night, going 12 hours, without any food at all, if you have low blood sugar in the middle of the night, etc., You may need to have a small snack before bed, focus on complex carbohydrates and a little bit of protein, a little bit of fat, nothing sugary, and small. And that'll help you get through the night. Try to avoid having big meals, though, right before bedtime. Also, avoid caffeine after, latest, some people are more sensitive than others, but latest, I would say 2 p.m. every single day. I personally have some caffeine before 10 a.m. every day, and then that's it for the day. And I find that makes a big difference. I find even if I OD a little bit on, for example, chocolate later in the afternoon, that seems to affect my sleep a little bit. So green tea, black tea, chocolate, coffee especially, avoid that at the tail end of the day as much as you possibly can. Alcohol is another one. Alcohol may help you fall asleep initially, but it actually disrupts your body's ability again to reach that REM state during the night. So those are some things to avoid, some things to do to wind down before bed. And again, above and beyond all else, you just have to make this a priority. Ideally, try to get to bed a little earlier. The best time to be in bed by is 10 p.m. Again, in terms of maximizing on that REM quality of sleep or your ability to get there, as well as so that your adrenals can fully recover. This is the best window. 10 p.m. you want to start to be, going down. If you wait until 11:30, often there's a second wind that can then keep you riding until 2 a.m. You don't want to do that. Obviously, sometimes life gets in the way, but when you can, as many of those nights, even if it's just 3 nights a week, try to get in bed by 10, as many nights per week as you can. And you'll definitely wake up, I guarantee, feeling more refreshed, more alive, more rejuvenated. And again, this is just going to make you more efficient the rest of your day. Okay? So everybody go to sleep. Happy Video Monday. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.